What's going on, everybody? Sabus here, and today, in anticipation of Vermintide 2 releasing in Q1 of 2018, I'm going to be taking a look at the heroes and the things that have changed with them, because overall, from what I can see, it's pretty substantial and pretty worth it. A lot of times, sequels come out for games, Total War, Warhammer 2, and they really don't do anything different. They don't integrate anything new, and it's just, why is there a sequel? This game, however, looks like they've actually done a lot of work, and it's pretty cool. So you got the same heroes for one thing. It's the same 5 heroes. They don't add anyone else in, but that's alright, because they do vary the heroes a lot more. You can see here it says 15 careers, and those are the new things to the game. You used to have to choose weapon, trinket, blah 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 blah. It was never like a set, like this is the path that I want to choose, this is the build that I want to go with. You had to just kind of feel it out and try to figure out what worked best. But now I feel like they're definitely trying to enhance certain roles. So like you can be a tank, you can be AoE, you can be like single target killer, big guy killer, whatever. So it's actually really cool. So first off, we're going to start off with Bardon. He's got 3 so far unlocked. You'll see with the others, some of them are locked still because I think they're still tweaking them, figuring them out, whatever. But Bardon has 3. He has Ranger, Veteran, Ironbreaker, and Slayer. So Ranger Veteran seems to be his ranged build. You can tell by picture here, he's got crossbow, some sort of vision enhancing monocle. Not too much is said here, but a dead shot, dead-eye shot with a multitude of ranged weapons, capable of sending loose flying pulverized missiles in melee should the need arise. So it seems like they're trying to create a ranged character for Bardon that can also be good in melee if he needs to be. Next up, we have Ironbreaker. And for some reason they have the text backwards here. This one is like a background and then this one's the background, but I'm just going to be reading this one. I'm going to be reading whatever talks about the class. So this one talks about the Ironbreakers. They're armed and armored, so I assume some sort of tank role with a shield like you'd try to do in Warhammer 1. So it seems like Ironbreaker is going to be the tank of it, and it seems like he's going to be absorbing damage and blocking and fighting if he needs to. Slayer seems to be the obvious Slayer. He's probably going to be not a big, like a storm vermin or ogre killer, maybe an ogre killer, but not. He looks to be sort of clan rat, just blowing through clan rats, killing them all, and it seems actually pretty cool. We do see dual wielding weapons here, which is pretty cool. I'm wondering if they're gonna implement that in some cool way that looks cool and functions cool. Because Carillion did have those in the first game, but I don't think anyone else did, so that could be cool that the other classes are getting some of those. Next we've got, as I said, Carillion, and she so far only has Shade unlocked. We can't see the others currently. And the Shade seems to be, as it says in here, outmaneuver, fast, agility, blah blah blah. So it seems like she's gonna be quick and gonna be in and out quick. Not gonna take a lot of hits, because I'm wondering if they're gonna change the health based on these. So like you could think medium health, a lot of health, not much health. I'm wondering if that's also something that they might start to implement, which would be pretty cool. So Carillion, lightly armored, not much health, but she moves quick. Seems like this class, the Shade, is going to be not involved in like clan rat combat, but if a storm vermin shows up, she's going to pop out there, knock it out, withdraw, which would be pretty cool. Next up, Saltspire. You got the bounty hunter for him. Seems like a ranged heavy based on this and the look. Bounty hunter seems to be the dual ranged and melee here. It talks about bounty hunter combines melee and ranged combat with more brute force and less finesse. than the Witch Hunter of old. So it seems like he's turning more, because Soulspire didn't really have much of a role in the last game. I felt he was kind of between ranged and melee, because he didn't have a shield, but he didn't have great ranged weapons. So it's like always felt to me. So it seems like they're actually turning more into a tank, which is actually pretty cool. At least with this build here, we don't know the other builds. So he could be a pretty cool character. Sienna, Bright Wizard, has some really cool and distinct roles that they've given her. So Battle Wizard is going to be AoE. You can see, I assume this is the Fireball staff that we've got there. So she's doing AoE spells with Battle Wizard, killing large amounts of enemies, so clan rat combat, and probably not very good in melee. Pyromancer, however, is the complete opposite. Single target annihilator, so you could assume storm vermin, ogres, stuff of that sort. But again, probably not too good in melee, as we can see here. I'm wondering if they are going to be sticking, like saying, okay, so she's AoE spells, are they going to be giving her weak melee then? Because you could, in Vermintide 1, still have a really good melee weapon with it. I'm wondering if they might be taking away some of the melee prowess from her based on these first two, and possibly just focusing more on her spellcasting. The last one, however, Unchained, she is going to have insane melee combat because of her magic. So, and honestly, right here, I'm going to zoom in on it for you guys, but it looks like a flamethrower to me. And I'm kind of confused. But that would be pretty cool if it is. So, I wouldn't have a problem with that. But it looks like this is just going to be slaying clan rats all day, every day. And it says here that the winds of Akshi provide both an armor of flame that protects her and mighty spell of fiery destruction. I'm wondering if they're going to have some sort of ward effect with her, where if rats get too close, they burn on her armor, because it says provide both an armor of flame, that seems to indicate that it's going to have armor that hurts your enemies, but that'd be pretty cool. Fingers crossed for that. And finally, we've got Gruber. Foot Knight was actually one of the more common builds for Gruber in the old game. Defense, Shorgoth Mightiest Blows. So this again is, I feel like this sentence here is a hint at different health pools, possibly, able to shrug off the mightiest of blows. So hopefully, I'm hoping that they do implement something like that, because as I said, that's pretty cool. But it looks like the Foot Knight, as it says, is heavily armored, frontline, melee, shield up, block all the damage while everyone else gets the killing, and then finish off the strike. Then the last three things, there's a lot more progression, it seems like, which is awesome, because the old game, it kind of ran out of progression once you got to a certain point. Like, you could grind, and I made a video of how to grind super efficiently, and literally, if you did grind for like 8 hours, you could get like half of the weapons in orange for your heroes. So it's like, there wasn't a ton of grind that you could really do. So level up your heroes, unlock new talents, abilities, and access to powerful gear. Gear, probably the same way, or similar at least, to how the old game worked. And talents and abilities, that could be interesting. I'm wondering if, because this right here is a health symbol, I'm wondering if you could level up your health, gain health, or on certain classes boost health, or something, I'm not really sure. And then the 3 careers are the talent tree, it looks like. So allowing you to spec your hero to best suit your playstyle. So again, I really like how they're pushing classes into this game rather than just making it a free-for-all of people just playing whatever, however they want. And then 1 active and passive ability, each unique for every career. So this is really cool, because I'm just imagining, and we're going to go back up to Bardon for this. Say you're a Slayer and you have your active ability, and this is just a complete speculation. Your active ability is something like, I don't even know, like a flurry of spinning around with your axes, cutting down all the clan rats and unarmored stuff. And he just does massive damage to everything, because it says whirlwind right here, so I'm wondering, like, hint, but that seems pretty cool that they'll have specific powerful, like, I assume one-time use things, and then the passive ability, which I don't know what that could be. So that's all for the heroes. There's some stuff down here that I'll go over in another video, but overall this game is shaping up to be super cool. If you enjoyed the first game, I feel like it's impossible for you to not enjoy this game. This next game, it's really shaping up to be really, really good. So if you aren't sure, just keep an eye out on it, keep looking, keep watching. It's really good. And if you're new to the series, go ahead, try out the first one. If you like the first one, you might as well try out this one too, because it seems like it's coming in pretty good. So that's gonna be it for now, guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.